Meanwhile, at the Hall of Just Us, there was a little racing game that tried its best
To be forgotten.
to bring all the life of Gotham City to the screens of children across the globe. And it fucking failed! Oh my god.
In the worst ways. Handling. Braking and speed in general.
Oh god. Yes, it is time for another Hall of Just Us, where we are tackling Batman Gotham City Racer for the PlayStation 1. On the microphones today, we have me, Story, and we have...
George, hello.
Hello. Hello. Have you been since our last recording? Way back when?
It's been a while. I've been in a coma since playing this game.
Oh, Jesus.
We recorded this about 7 months ago.
Yeah.
And we've only just gotten out, and now we've been forced to relive the game that we played
Yeah.
for your enjoyment at home.
Not a bad little video thing starting off. It's okay, you know. It's like it's trying to rationale like a crime story into a racing game. It does okay.
Yeah. As long as the villains don't get out of the vehicles, that is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because otherwise it'd be Batman slaughter.
Yeah. You know, got some nice little animated series clips.
Yeah, yes, this is a licensed game for the animated series. The New Adventures of Batman, which was the redesigned stuff. As you can see, Nightwing is there.
Ah, right, yes.
He's been invited, but they didn't invite Batgirl to the cover for some reason. But she's
Fuck's
there.
sake.
She's
Oh,
on the menu
thank you.
screen, so she is slightly invited. and yes, and this is there's an entire Gotham City map here, and all the areas look the same, so that's wonderful.
Do you want to go to Ace Chemical, or the nuclear plant, or the solvent factory? Because they're all the same.
They're all the same, and they're all extremely dark. We had to play with the light settings on this because we had no idea what we were doing, which you can tell in this first little clip of us playing. Well, of me playing, because I spend most of it against a wall. Which is always an excellent way to make a driving game which you cannot see.
Yeah, yeah. You know, not that we always want these videos to be like absolutely amazing gameplay from us, because we are balancing exploring the game with exploring its... Oh boy.
Almost straight into a wall.
With exploring its subject matter. But we do like these games ideally to be playable, and
And as you can tell from
hell.
this, I have no idea. I can't drive in a straight line, for one. And turning corners is almost impossible.
that map is so... like, I know it is like a maze, but like you shouldn't feel like you're gonna easily get lost in a racing game, particularly one that has an arrow pointing you to the villain, but it doesn't point you on which roads to take.
On road maps.
It's just a straight line distance.
It's like a compass direction.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
is why we repeatedly get lost trying to find Mr. Freeze in his ice cream van or whatever. It's just ridiculous. This mode, this isn't the story mode of the game. This is like I think it's called patrol mode.
Okay.
And it's basically you, me, well, the player versus villains, or you can do it as the villains versus the hero. Both are the same. Both are awful. And look, and I just found Mr. Freeze, and then he disappeared around the corner and he's gone.
Jesus Christ.
Ridiculous.
Look, he's still got ice blocks on the road, and now he's just disappeared.
And now he's gone. Ridiculous. And there is a story mode to this game which sort of plays along with some of the episodes of the animated series which involve the Batmobile. It's mostly like Superman 64. It's a lot of go get here within a time period, fight a villain, but it's unbelievably awful. And it's not even worth it to watching the clips. Especially since you can just buy the DVDs. So, yeah, it's bad. And also, apparently I'm going at 70.
Oh yeah, I just clocked that now. How like your acceleration is absolutely mental when you're going from like 30 to 90.
In like
Yeah, there
100
we go.
meters.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you can tell, I'm doing terribly. And this is the bit where I get stuck because I cannot figure out what I'm doing, because there's a lot of...
you just got to tear down the building. Oh my god, what?
Oh, it's so bad. I
mean, I suppose not a lot of games back in the PlayStation 1 era really like laid out the route for you to get to a place, rather than...
No,
you know,
it would have been, yeah. So I guess maybe we've gotten too used to things like Grand Theft Auto, where
Yeah,
where it does give us the actual
Mm.
road layout to follow, but you'd expect something.
Yeah, you would have hoped that. I know. Yeah, again, there's limitations, but then there's like, how about you playtest the game and just. I'm sure they did. Maybe they playtest. Oh, look!
Yeah, see, look,
this
the
is
fence.
the fucking fence.
And we've even brightened this up, and we can't
It's
see what's going
impossible,
on.
We're not incompetent. We're just dealing with what we're dealing with here. Goddamn fucking micro machines, shit. Can't
Ridiculous. You can't. Batmobile can't go through a metal rail link fence. It's horrendous.
I just realised that the sky is just completely red.
Yeah, as per the animated series, which was a design choice.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, it was mostly red. It was red in the New Adventures.
Right.
But prior to that, I'm sure in the animated adventures it was different colours, but it was always red in this in the redesign of the series. And 0% sums up this game wonderfully.
Ooh, 0% out of 10.
And it's been pillaged. Wonderful.
I forgot about that. Well, well done, Batman. Gotham City has now been pillaged.
Yeah,
Jesus
wonderful game.
wept.
Wonderful. The next few sections of this game will follow myself versus story in this game.
Head to head. Kind of.
And yeah, it's real bad.
Yeah.
Thought playing on your own was bad. It gets worse when there's two, because someone's gonna have a clue what's going on. The other person just isn't. Especially when you can't find the other person. So story one, most of these.
Geez.
Spoiler. Sorry if you were really, really looking forward to seeing this happen, play out on the screen.
That's fine. I'll just cut it out. Let's have a look at some of this weird stuff. Oh yeah, we've got Gotham West, Gotham East, Countryside,
Gotham West and Gotham East very similar.
South Docks, North Docks. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, and you get to pick your there's a couple of different vehicles. Robin wasn't allowed a vehicle because he's too young.
You can't drive.
But everyone else gets Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn both got the same sports car.
It's bullshit. I like
I think-
Penguin's car. Nice and fancy.
Yeah, Penguin's got a nice automobile. Scarface, he was invited into the game. And Scarecrow gets a petrol tanker, probably filled with
Weird gas.
weird gas or children's tears.
Oh boy. Oh, Mad Hatter. Jesus Christ. I always forget about.
Yeah, there was.
Is there so many villains?
Yeah, we decided to put it at 3 minutes because any longer we'd probably want to give up.
Absolutely. The assault on crime.
The assault on our senses. That wasn't this game.
Yeah.
And now press X to start. Brilliant.
Nighttime driving. Oh boy.
And down the hill. Whoa!
Whoa!
It is.
I have to fucking stop this.
I think this is the point when we started changing the light settings, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh boy.
Have we actually got anything else to say about this game at this point?
No, probably not. Let's just move on to Batmobiles.
Yeah,
Man, fuck
yeah.
this
The
game.
topic of the day is Batman's favoured mode of transportation.
It's weird.
Running.
Yeah. I mean, I know that like Wonder Woman has her weird invisible plane jet
yeah.
thing, and the Flash has his feet, but not a lot of other
Or,
villains.
or his motorbike, like they decided to do in that one Justice League figure.
Jesus Christ. It's just like Sonic in a racing game. Why would you have a character that runs so fast?
Using something else.
God, okay. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, so Batman is like, he's got a weird, strange, like strong tie in his history too. Like he needs a Batmobile. I mean, he can like glide around the city really, really quickly, and he's
Got
super
planes and
intelligent.
helicopters and all manner of a train at one point.
Exactly, yeah. But whenever you get a new Batman, you do wonder what the new Batmobile
It's going to look like.
is going to look like. It's an integral part of the character.
Yeah, and it is, as you said, it's something that everyone always looks forward to seeing.
Yeah.
And you used to get a very dynamic change every year.
True. Yeah, just like
I guess now it's become a little bit samey. Well, I'd say the we're talking about live action ones. I'd say the new Batman vs Superman one is probably the least inspirationally designed.
Yeah, it's just kind of more of a tank, like moving from Nolan to Snyder. It's just like, just give it some more guns.
Without give it more guns, that makes sense. Yeah, it is taking a bit too much from what the Tumblr was and just trying to make it a little bit more sleek.
Yeah, because I suppose the Tumblr was primarily just him like getting from A to B and like, because they say it's used to build
bridges, yeah.
Yeah,
in war zones.
So that makes sense for it to have like a turbo boost like thing.
Jump thing, yeah.
Yeah, you know, like as much as you have to try like rationale, like okay, hyper serious Batman, how we're gonna let it have like a turbo boost function? Like, well,
that can also jump it from without a ramp.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I do love that the Tumblr does deploy the little like bat cycle, like the bat pod.
Yeah,
that's cool. So it's like, well, my vehicle's fucked. Let's just new thing. Wow.
Which I'd love to. It's pretty awesome when Batman does it. But I'm just thinking about for its original use, if you just saw some soldier pop out in that thing, like, whoa!
This thing is used to build bridges in foreign countries. Why does it deploy a motorcycle? Like, because it's fucking cool. Why else?
And the other thing just. And also the fact that when it only deploys the motorcycles when it gets blown up, and you'd assume you'd lose at least one tire in like an explosion. So it means that if there are two seats in it, so you'd assume there'd be two soldiers. One would be able to get away, and the other one would be stuck.
You gotta go down with the ship.
Cheers for that. I'll just stay here across this this lake or whatever we put a bridge across. Cheers.
He doesn't even like, oh, my Batmobile's damaged. I should try to repair it. Like, nah, just blow it up.
Just blow it up, yeah.
We're fucking done here. It looks awesome, but yeah, actually, Mario talked about it. That's kind of it's kind of stupid.
It's kind of awesome, but not when you think about it a lot. Like a lot of Batman things.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So which is your favorite Batmobile?
My favorite live action one is the 1966 one. A good bit of convertible action. Always for a city that never rained, as they sit in the 60s, and also we rarely saw it at night as well. Very unique, even for like Batman vehicles at the time, because obviously never really had like a convertible one. All the gadgets on it as well. Like you used to be able to fire like rockets and stuff. The back of it.
Okay.
I think they're doing that in like the first episode actually.
Yeah.
Also had a really cool thing about being able to turn around with like a parachute deployed at the back.
Oh,
it's called like the back. It had like a there's like that it's like that sort of like, what do you call it, like an arch in the middle of it.
Okay, yeah.
It had like a big handle on it, and it was for like if they wanted to do like a U-turn and they just yank it and it fire a parachute and just spin it around the spot.
Okay. Which
Tim Burton did himself in Batman Returns, but with that thing that comes out of the middle of the car and picks up and spins it round. Which doesn't make sense, but you have no idea where that would go. But yeah, it's interesting as well because it was like like painted on top of, and all the things were glued on top of an actual concept car. It was a Ford car. It's called Lincoln Futura, which I'm looking at now. Which was like an atomic age car, so it was like it was built like 10 years earlier, and they just had it in storage, and one of the producers just bought it and sent it to this guy for him to glue stuff on top of. And
fair enough.
And it is awesome, and I like as well that it's got like the sort of the red accents on it, like it's all sort of like the edges are all lined with this red stuff. Which is something that Alex Ross used in there's a book he did a book with someone who I've forgotten his name, Kurt Busiek. It was called Justice, and basically all the Justice League got armor, but Batman's armor had the red accents on it, so it was basically the same as the Batman 66 Batmobile.
Okay.
As well as having the same logo on it, which is quite cool. But yeah, no, I really do like Batmobile. It's pretty funky, and it's nuclear powered as well. It's pretty cool.
Nice. It's the future.
So, which is your favourite story?
I do quite like the 66 Batman one. Not in terms of like which one I'd rather own over all of them, but I have a soft spot for it because my dad had a little toy of it which had like a little Batman and Robin in it that you could take out.
Excellent.
I think I equate it to like the James Bond cars.
Yeah.
So I kind of think about that Batmobile like I do like the Aston Martin from from Thunderball. Is it
Yeah.
from Thunderball? Yeah, with like the like. Oh no, sorry.
Goldfinger.
Yeah, from Goldfinger. So you got like the oil slick. And
Yeah.
like the bulletproof
Shield.
Yeah.
Which I always thought was weird because they pointed out the windows were bulletproof as well. So
Yeah.
it seemed like they added that in, and then oh shit, we need something else for it to do.
yeah. So I always think about that like kind of gadgety toy kind of little cars. I mean, I fondly remember the '66 Batman one.
Yeah.
I just kind of throw it in there. It's just really nice. But I do have to give a little bit of a shout out to the Batman Forever Batmobile, which I think genuinely looks
the
like a
bouncing
shark.
mobile. Yeah, the one that bounces all the time.
Yeah.
And the wings sort of flap.
Yeah, it's just so. Yeah, like.
Yeah, I
starting
really
to
like
get
it as well.
flashy, starting to look a little bit more like done up. It's got like those glowy wheels.
Yeah,
some
and it's got like the blue. It looks like it's got like ribs to it as well, which is quite cool.
Yeah.
You know, and that one has got some pretty cool. Does a wall at one point, doesn't it? It fires like a rope up a wall and it drives up one at one point.
Yeah.
Which is quite cool.
Yeah, pretty nice, and
totally realistic as well. Brilliant.
Yeah, God, yeah. I mean, can you imagine like trying to get like a tumbler to drive up a building?
Up a building would be It's more believable than Tommy Lee Jones in that movie though. So.
Oh. Batman Forever. It's nice. It's fun, but don't
serious.
Please, come on now.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here with your Riddler pajamas. What are you dressed as?
As well as the weird like Zoltar machine at the beginning that is also the Riddler.
Yeah,
which I never understood. It was like, what?
What is this? Am I watching Big? Is this Big now?
And as well at the same time, it's like he's also trying to think of what his costume should look like, and it's staring him in the face the entire time. And he just goes, "Oh no, I just do this Zoltar costume that I've got."
Oh, okay.
Brilliant, but it also implies that he made it as well because you don't see him anywhere else. So it's all very confusing, and I don't really know what Mr. Schumacher was going for in that one.
We'll have to ask him.
We'll have to. He's not doing much at the moment, so he's probably on the streets somewhere.
Can't even get official Batman DVDs. He just has to flog bootleg ones.
that and copies of Falling Down and Lost Boys. It's like, look, I did make good films. People love these. Especially people with flat tops.
So you have a favourite, non-live action.
Non-live action.
So
well,
drawn in some respect.
Yeah, weirdly, I'm not normally someone to jump on like a brand new sort of bandwagon type thing, or Batwagon. but my current favourite Batmobile is the brand new one that came out in Rebirth.
Okay.
It is sort of an amalgamation of the Batman animated series one.
Right.
But they've added the old like battering ram, the bat face.
Yeah.
Which used to be on a lot of the Batmobiles, and so it's kind of like it is the animated series one. It's just got more like looks more armored, and it's got this battering ram on it.
It's nice and long as well.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's gone back. It's gone back to that like Art Deco style. Yeah, it was used in the Batman Rebirth #1 or whatever. It was used to Batman fired himself out of it to get on top of a plane to make sure it didn't crash into Gotham City, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then I think Alfred, whilst disguised as Batman, drove it into a villain, which is quite cool. And then he got out and they were like, he's like, I'm Batman. He's like, no, you're not. And he's like, Master Bruce, it's been 30 seconds. Can I run now? And he's like, yes. And just sort of legs it. but it's recently come back, so it hasn't, after being missing for a while. But yeah, no, I really quite like that one. It's just a bit cool that they redid this design and then added it in.
Yeah,
with some slight redesigns to it.
Yeah, we've got like so many distinct models now. You can just try and tweak it. So it
also makes sense as well if you wanted. Batman wouldn't completely get rid of it. He would upgrade it up until it'd be useless, even though obviously it's not appeared in the Batman comics for a while or at all.
Yeah, with all the Batman comics, just kind of they all matter, and then it's like all the same universe, so you can kind of buy that Batman would take an old vehicle and like reformat it and then just
or take the shell from it at least.
And like bulk it up, rather than in the movie you're expecting like, oh, brand new Batman, so we need a brand new Batmobile. So if you just take something and soup that up, it feels lazy, which is nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or paint it a different colour.
Yeah. It's green now. I do love the Dark Knight Returns massive tank, just because he's old, he needs to stay safe, and
and just great for taking on loads of people.
yeah, yeah. But it is bad. This full page spread.
Bit of the
it just looks like something from fucking All Quiet on the Western Front or something.
Yeah.
It's like the Germans have this super weapon, like, oh my god, and there's just so many people around it falling down, like shells blowing up. Oh, it's just a fucking war zone. Oh yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah, and then when it leans over and
looking down a bit, like, what are you, tiny human?
Yeah, they actually did that bit of it in the animated series as well, with weird like Batman could be all these things type thing. But they did when he did the bit where the tank looks down at the mutant leader. I think they made it even bigger, so he does just look tiny against it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so it was a great design. Yeah, obviously at the time, Frank Miller was the first one to do it. So we've got him to thank for all the Bat tanks now. Cheers, Frank.
Yeah, that panel of like Bruce just surrounded by all of these.
Yeah, all the things is awesome. Yeah, with his like eyepiece on, which is really awesome.
Yeah, because I mean he's so like trying to get back to relevancy and trying to still fight people despite being physically unable. But at least he's just able to control this massive tank and deal with all the fucking gadgetry inside of there.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, okay. Tell you what, I'm gonna step out and fucking wail on somebody. Just kick her ass.
So, do you have a least favourite Batmobile then? Or dishonourable mention?
It's tough. It's tough because the inherent idea of a Batmobile is silly. So there's you got a lot of leeway. I don't know. What do you have?
My least favourite one, because admittedly it was before the concept was even invented.
Okay.
But was the one we got in the first issue for the first appearance of Batman. So Detective Comics number 27 was Batman's car, which was just a red sports car at the time.
Oh boy.
And yeah, it was one of those things where obviously Bob Kane hadn't come up with the idea, but he didn't really come up with the ideas. It was Bill Finger, so they hadn't come up with the idea yet, and it was just kind of like, oh, you've got this great like dark detective character, and he's got a red sports car. Great, yeah, he's all shrouded in dark until he goes past in his super red, people just see it coming from a mile away because it's so red.
That's a fucking Bruce Wayne mobile right there.
Yeah,
it's like flashy, like playboy billionaire Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Have the same car.
No, we just bought the same massively expensive
same model
car.
And the license plate's the same as well, but don't worry about that. And then similarly to that effect, there's the Batman Earth 1 books that have been written by Jeff Johns and with art by Gary Frank. And in that, it's sort of the same idea. Batman doesn't really have a car.
Right.
He's just driving one of Bruce Wayne's cars around, and it's like I think it is just a Jaguar. He's just driving, like not even like a sports car Jaguar. It's like an estate Jaguar. And he just parks it in like an alleyway. And I'm trying to remember. It was definitely in the first volume where he just sort of falls out. I think he gets sort of like injured. And he falls out a window, and he just sort of walks into his alley and gets into his car. And there's like a homeless person. He just gives him some money, and he just drives away in this Jaguar. And just like.
Oh, okay.
And I'm fairly certain he doesn't get one in the second one because I don't really remember I don't remember it.
I suppose
I might be wrong on that.
I suppose if I have to pick one, I'm maybe gonna say Batman Beyond. It's
Batman Beyond it's a bit garish, and it's a flying one as well.
Yeah. It again, like it's the most removed from my sense of like the Batmobile being a fun little toy that I can cart around. And Batman Beyond just looks like, I don't know, it's just some episode 1 bullshit. Just scooping around.
Yeah. And it flies up walls and shit. And, can fly in general, which is a bit crazy.
Yeah.
Especially considering that Batman himself can fly in that, so...
Yeah.
With his wings and his jet boots.
What did we call it in Dark Knight Rises when he's like, this isn't a car?
Oh, it's the Bat.
Oh, it's just the Bat.
Yeah, rather than call it the Batwing or the Batcopter or whatever.
It's the Bat of Gotham.
The Bat of Gotham, yeah. Jesus. I can't believe we're still talking about that. Or it's been brought up again. The Bat of Gotham. Don't forget about that one, kids. We haven't.
Never forget.
This isn't a car. And I'm slightly upset that at no point no one decided to make a Batman flying game. Like Ace Combat with the Batwing.
That would be great.
It'd be so weird. Or with whirly bats. Which you can, they basically look like a chair with a helicopter rotor at the top.
What? What on earth is this?
Well, I say a legitimate thing. It's a legitimate thing in comics. Like, looks like that.
What?
It's just a seat with a helicopter blade at the top.
Why?
Oh, one of the best things about Lego Batman 2 is that you can fly one around Gotham City.
Oh, can you? Oh boy.
It's got all the vehicles in it, and it's like including the whirly bat.
He looks like he's attached himself to like a really enlarged like handheld fan.
Like, whoa!
Strap in. Like whoa! Oh.
It's always one of those things which
Fuck.
you know, like when in like cartoons and stuff, when they have blades of helicopter get stuck and the body spins around.
Yeah.
That seems like it would actually happen to it.
Absolutely, yeah.
If the blade got caught by something, it would just spin the seat around until Batman got flung. I'm mentioning about that actually.
Yeah.
Now I've been reminded of the whirly bat. Most recently it appeared in Batman Return the Cape Crusaders, which is the 66 new animated one.
Okay.
They
yeah.
had him in that. But I just remembered that in a really serious book called Heart of Hush, where Hush cuts out Catwoman's heart and puts her on life support.
Jesus.
It ends with Hush trying to escape out of the Batcave using a whirly bat, and his bandages get caught in the blade.
No. Oh.
Because he like out of the blue he just sort of decides, oh shit, I've got to because he did this thing where he killed a load of people and took their faces and glued it into Bruce Wayne's face so he could try and take over.
Okay.
But he basically tries to escape and just like, oh shit, I need to have a costume, and wraps his head up in these bandages, and they just get sucked up into the plane and crashes. And it's like, dude, you shouldn't have taken... Of all the things you could have stolen, was the whirly bat really the best one?
Oh my goodness. So, the game has come to a bittersweet end. George, I'm going to go with out of 10, what do you rate this game?
Half.
0.5. 0.5. Yeah, you know, the menus worked, so I'm going to count that as a plus. But yeah.
Yeah, the menus did work, and you can actually see your own health bar.
Yeah.
So that is good.
It's good. Everything else must be improved. See me after class. Definitely must try harder.
Yeah. And Ubisoft stopped making games from 17 years ago. Good job.
Like retroactively being like, unmake this game. What the fuck?
I apologize a lot.
If you have any wonderful superhero games that you want us to play, or some topics that you would like us to cover, then drop a comment on this video below, and of course hit the subscribe button. We love to hear the subscribe button being clicked. We can hear it every time.
Yep.
And you can get in touch with us on Twitter at the Hall of Just Us, where we will promise to be more active and we will try to entertain you all. I'm so sorry.
And next week we will be talking about tire treads of the Batmobile.
which is your favourite variety of tyre tread?
Yes.
Which Batmobile is better suited to travel across ice or up a snowy hill?
Or up a snowy wall.
Oh.
These are questions we'll be answering, and you have to listen to us.
Absolutely. But until then, goodbye.
Goodbye. Let's never play this game again.